Ever since Nintendo introduced the game keycard, these have been very controversial. You have some people saying, well, it's not that bad, it's literally just like a PS5 game. However, Nintendo also makes these kind of cartridges right here, which actually can hold the game, and it holds up to 64 gigabytes. As for me, I personally do think that game keycards can be pretty useful whenever used properly. But the problem is, a lot of companies are using them just as a lazy way to bring games over. For example, if we take a look at some of these games here, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is a total of 145 gigabytes. So as you can see, there is no way that this game is gonna fit in a regular standard cartridge of 64 gigabytes. So this is where a keycard would come in super clutch. And even with Grand Theft Auto 5, if we flip it over and take a look at the back, we can actually see that this game right here requires at least 95 gigabytes minimum in order to download this. I mean, it's Grand Theft Auto 5, so it makes sense, but again, this is where a keycard would be very useful. However, the problem is, we only have 64 gigabytes on a standard cartridge, and this right here is only 47 gigabytes. Meaning, what was the reason of not putting it on an actual cartridge? Why was it a keycard? This is exactly what I mean by being a lazy way to bring games over to the Nintendo Switch 2, because games like this can be actually beneficial to have a game keycard, because again, it's not going to fit inside of a cartridge. But other games like this right here, Yakuza 0, or even Puyo Puyo Tetris, that could have easily have fit. And the main problem is that most third-party games are now starting to come out as nothing but keycards. But just imagine if all of these Switch games right here were all game keycards. There is no way that I would be able to actually have them all on my Nintendo Switch. As you can see, after having all of these games, I literally still have some storage available on my Nintendo Switch. And that's because I only have to have enough storage just for the save data and a couple of games that I may or may not have downloaded. In this case, I don't really have any games on this. Besides like the Game Boy Advance and the Super Nintendo one, I just have Mortal Kombat 11, and then I have Mario Odyssey. However, I have the thing on the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. So while game keycards can be very beneficial to bring large games over to the Nintendo Switch 2 system, companies just saw this as an easy way to save money, and that's what they're doing right now, which is my main issue with these game keycards.